Hey y'all, it's Shayna, and I'm back here with another review, reviewing Love is Blind Season 3, Episode 8, The Perfect Fit. And we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. We're getting closer and closer to these weddings, y'all. So let's go ahead and check it out. If you viewed my channel before and you haven't subscribed already, be sure to subscribe. If you enjoyed this video at the end, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So we start with Colleen, and she's doing ballet. We know she's a ballet dancer, and it's just to relieve some stress because she's frustrated with Matt and him constantly threatening to leave and how he overreacted the night before when Bartiz was screaming that he wished he had the same problems that Matt had. She still wants to fight for the relationship, though. Of course she does. She wants to make it to the end. So then we see Nancy and Bartiz, and they're at home, but they're in separate rooms, and, you know, you can just sense the distance between them. He's complaining in his confessional about, you know, the baby discussion and her ex being her business partner and all that. So we already knew that. Nancy tells him last night when he said that she was unattractive and basically that he don't like her. It was just immature the way he went about it. Like she vomit cried. That's a new one for me. My goodness. Like, you were that upset that you felt like you needed to vomit? If you're feeling this way in only a matter of a couple of weeks, honey, run. But she was like, look, it was immature, respectfully. No, get disrespectful. Get just as disrespectful as he gets. So he apologized, but I think he's full of it. That's just my opinion. We see Raven and SK. They're cleaning around the house, you know, wiping everything down. And Raven is whining as usual because she just, I don't know, Nancy was right. She is a bit of a complainer. That's just coming from one complainer to another. So she's tired of hearing about everybody else's drama. Like, she feels like they're drama free. That would be Alexa and Brennan, but okay. And she was like, look, maybe we're boring. Y'all are. But I mean, I guess there's a little something. So SK claims that their relationship is just more mature. And that's a good way to look at it. No drama is a good thing. You know, it's good when there's no drama in reality, but for reality TV, it's boring. So Raven said Alexa had mentioned the night before that out of all the ladies, Raven would make the worst wife because she's so independent. And she's like, look, I don't take it as shade, but, you know, that y'all want to be stay-at-home moms and all that stuff. And I just want to go out and be out and about and at the gym and go, you know, riding around and getting it. And that's what she prefers to be doing. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But let's be clear. Being a mom, whether you're a working mom, stay-at-home mom, whatever type of mom you are, foster mom, it don't matter. It is a job. That in itself is a job. It's work. And let's not act like, Alexa come from money, and let's not act like Nancy ain't getting to the bag, because she is, even if it's with her ex. So Zay and Cole go on a date. Cole apologizes. He'll probably tear her self-esteem down again, but we'll see. So Brennan is meeting Alexa's friends, and they're just looking like, oh my gosh, like what? Where'd you get him from? Two of Alexa's friends were in the confessional, and they thought that Brennan was a cameraman. My goodness, the disrespect. I'm sure he won't find that funny when he watches it back. So the friends started drilling him, like almost like an ambush, like it was overwhelmed. But he handled it very well. I think he handled it great. He already had to deal with it from her family, and now he's dealing with it again with her friends. So Colleen shared that Matt is afraid to go through another divorce, and that his ex had cheated on him and got pregnant by someone else. Woo, that's heavy. That's heavy there. And I'm just looking at him and I'm like, he's 27? I'm just, every time I'm in disbelief. I can't believe he's only 27. Must have been from that stressful relationship he was in. He needs to heal. He's not yet healed. He's not healed yet. He might want to continue to go to therapy or whatever he's been doing to get over that trauma. That was a lot. And he's not healed yet. That's why he acts out this way. Anything that reminds him of that ex or whatever, it seems to be triggering to him, in my opinion. But she's very patient, with him in a relationship. And I don't know if she's patient because she just really loves him or because she really just wants to get married. But she's meeting his friends. And Matt was saying that he hasn't, he was with his ex since he was 16 years old, and we know it's a 10-year relationship, whatever, and he hasn't talked to her since she broke the news that she was pregnant by somebody else. I'm wondering, like, I would have got a DNA test. Like, I would have had questions, like, are we sure it's by the other man or is it by me? But I guess he never heard from her again, and that was the end of that. So, they're discussing their most recent disagreement, and basically he overreacted pretty much. So Matt's friend asked if Colleen will say yes at the altar. She gave a bunch of runaround. I didn't hear a definite yes, so we know we can't hear, like, for sure what she's going to do. I think there's a good chance she might say yes at the altar. Will they make it after that? I don't know. Raven is with SK's mom and family friend. They go to try on a headpiece for her wedding. I don't see how that headpiece is going to look with a traditional, like, American bridal gown. I don't know. I feel like it's either one or the other. Like, I appreciate that she's trying to incorporate both, but either you're going to go all out or not. Like, you can't half-step it. That's just to me, though. I mean, the look might come together, but I was looking at it with the white dress. I don't know. I don't see it. She said she's going to wear a traditional dress. And this family friend was like, never seen that before. So after they put it on her, she's like, ooh, yes, I feel like Cardi B out. You putting on a traditional Nigerian head wrap and you feel like Cardi B? Okay. So the Nigerian women, including the woman who was selling the head wrap, gave some marital advice about, feeding the man and pampering him. They like to be babied, but you better respect them. Even if you make more money, you need to humble yourself because he's the man of the house, and that's that. Extremely traditional. Raven is not, as she stated, and she looking like, girl, what? I don't think so. So Bartiz and Nancy are taking salsa lessons from a non-Latina woman who's teaching salsa. Was giving a little stiff, but sometimes it's hard to pick up them steps. Listen, I can't dance neither. That's just a little tidbit about me. So Bartiz has on a hat, and I think he should wear it all the time, every day. He should wear it permanently. They said they'll put some of the moves into their wedding dance, with some more practice. I was married many years ago, very young. And when I got married, my ex-husband had dipped me, and he almost dropped me. Talk about embarrassing, okay? So Bartiz said that he wants to be with Nancy. I think that he heard money. I don't even think that, honestly, truth be told, I don't think he's going to say. I think he just wants to be the one to say no. Like, I feel like he wants to get her to the point where she's like, yes. So he can be the one to be like, oh, no, we're not like-minded. We don't have similarities or whatever he's going to say. But it's definitely not going to work with them two. Out of anybody, it might even work. Well, no, I started to say with Zay and Cole, but no, not them either. Speaking of Zay and Cole, they go to a bridge where, couples leave those cute little locks along the bridge. I like that idea. I hope to fall in love again one day and be able to do that with a special someone. I think it's a really cute idea. The lock didn't fit and fell, and they were like, oh my gosh, what? But, it was just, Cole was just joking. He had a lock, either he had another lock or he didn't drop it or whatever happened. He pulled out a lock. So they locked it. They threw away the key. That was nice. And then Cole said his parents are willing to meet with her after the wedding. Make that make sense. Like, the math ain't mathin'. And the only thing that I can give them, where I can give them a little grace, is maybe they're saying we need to know it's real. Because at the altar, they might meet her, get all involved, and think she's about to be their daughter-in-law, and she might turn around and say no. So I guess they figure once she says yes, and y'all are official, like legally married, the ink, y'all signed them papers, then we'll meet you because we know now it's serious and now it's real. I feel like support your children. If she say no and it don't work, just support your children anyway. But people grown, they're going to do what they want to do. So everyone's going dress/tux shopping. Bartiz's sister's with him for support. And he said that, when they got to the little trip, to the getaway, when they were about to leave and they got their phones back and he was sending the pictures to his family and friends, his homeboys is like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And I'm thinking they're like, what are you doing? Like, getting engaged so fast. But oh no. His sister was like, don't listen to the outside chatter. Nancy's beautiful. What? hold on. I know they wasn't saying, oh no, what you doing? Like, she looked like a trash bag sitting over there or something. What are we talking about? Nancy is beautiful, and y'all gonna stop playing her. Like, oh my goodness. My heart, when Nancy washes this back, what are you talking about? Your homeboy's talking about what you do. What are you doing? What do they look like? Okay, let's be clear. Nancy is beautiful. Y'all gonna stop playing my good sis. Didn't even the sister had to say it, but it was like pity, like, oh, don't listen to what others say. Who cares if she wouldn't be the person you'd pick out in the real world? Like, why do we keep on with this real world? Like, I get y'all are in an experiment. You are on a TV show. Are you not living in an apartment now and like, or in a hotel or whatever you're at, and living and going to work and like living your everyday life at this point? You are in the real world. This is your real fiance and them is real papers. So, she was like, look, you're not superficial. You know, that's not my brother. Girl, that's not the brother we was watching. He's the most superficial of them all. So, Nancy said Bartiz did a complete 360 and turned back into the man she fell in love with in the pods. And so she's happy. She said he's being more affectionate. Her mom was so happy to see her in her wedding dress. And that's why I want to have a redo. I'm going to tell you, I was 19, not to be, getting too deep into it. I was 19 when I got married. We planned the wedding in a month. It was rushed. I didn't have no friends or no trying on no dress and coming out and doing the whole thing. Like, me and my mom was in the fitting room, like, look, this is on sale. It fits. This is it. So I don't feel like I got to have the experience. And my mom even got to really have the full experience. And she was helping me. We was at David's bridal, so they ain't coming back helping you with none of that. She was helping me zip up the dress. Like, look, this one fit, this good enough. I mean, it's a little loose on the top, but oh well. And we just took it and left. That was it. So I feel like I want to have that experience, and I want to see my daughter and get all teary-eyed. And I think for the most part, a lot of women want to have that, and a lot of mothers want to have that with their daughters. So, more ladies are trying on dresses. Nothing interesting there. Then Brendan tells his friend Alexa's family, she's like, she's just like us. And no, she ain't. Her family ain't like y'all. They a family and y'all a family, and that's about as most as you got in common. That's about it. That's where it starts, and that's where it stops. So Alexa was looking, don't like the dress, hated it, can't stand it, nope. Not that one. Then she's like, do y'all see that I'm fluffy? Like, you, girl, don't be doing it. Don't do that. You are shapely, you curvy, yes, and you fine, honey, and let's just leave it there. Don't be acting like, when she said something about being Miss Piggy, like, don't be acting like you're insecure about that now, because you was representing for us over there on that side. So then her mom and friends start crying when she tries on a dress that she likes. I thought she was going to get something. She said she likes simplicity, and I like that too, but I thought she was going to get something a little more pizzazz. But I mean, I think she's beautiful, and she would look nice in whatever dress she chooses. The stepmom starts crying first, and I'm like, again, how old is she? I don't know. I was like, oh, okay, her two friends. I had to remember that was a stepmom. Like, goodness gracious, y'all was in high school together, and you ain't going to tell me no different. So Zay is sad because, of course, her mom and then her sister couldn't make it. It sounded like, did I hear an accent like she was in the UK or something? Maybe that's just what I thought I heard. I don't know. But she's not close. So because of the flight, she can't make it. Her stepmom had to FaceTime the sister just so she could see her try on her dress. And she got really emotional. And I was like, man, I'm getting a little choked up in here. It was definitely a tear-jerking scene. It was sad, but I'm so glad that her stepmom is so supportive. And that's why I said in my last review, like her mom, like a second mom. She's not her biological mom, but I mean, she loves her and raised her. And of course, her father has passed on as well. So he's not going to be able to make it either. And then Cole's family isn't coming. So I can only imagine how overwhelmed she must be feeling. Raven and SK are back in their apartment afterwards, and they're talking about their day. SK expresses that his mom has concerns with her family not being involved. He did thank her for like embracing his Nigerian culture, which is like a big conversation, like bigger than it has to be. I don't know. I don't know. Because I feel like, I haven't been, it's not even like this is an interracial relationship, but there's a cultural difference. I have dated like African men, and it wasn't like this huge, I guess because I wasn't getting married to them. Because I'm like, it wasn't like this big of a deal. Like, they're just constantly, like, in every conversation, like, you're Nigerian, you're Nigerian, you're Nigerian, you're Nigerian, you're Nigerian. Like, we get it. There's a cultural difference. Like, but he thanks her for embracing his culture. I can appreciate that. But it's like, girl, are you really embracing it or not? Because sometimes she be looking like, I don't know. Raven said, look, as far as the mom being concerned about her family not being there, she's like, I don't have this big family. Like, I don't have 17 brothers and sisters. I don't have any. So she's the only child with a small family, only raised by one side of her family, because she said that, you know, her other side of her family, I guess, wasn't really involved. That's what she told us on the last episode. So it's like, okay, she has a really small family. I totally get that. I don't have a large family either. But the family members I do got, like my intermediate family, like, oh, they going step. But I can understand this beyond her control. Like, there's nothing she can do about it. Like, why do we keep, like, talking about this? There's nothing she can do. Like, she's getting upset because she's like, look, she explained this person can't come and this person is sick and this person, you don't even got to do all, they don't want to come. You can't make them come. Like, there's nothing you can do about it, period. Raven was like, look, we're the ones getting married. Like, I understand you want to incorporate your family, so I'm not marrying my family. I'm marrying you. Period. At the end of the day. SK looking like he kind of having second thoughts, but he claims he's not going to throw away happiness because of the fact that her family's not involved, even though they have completely different views. If you wanted somebody who was so like-minded and so like you, then you should have married somebody that was just like you, from where you was from and all that. Otherwise, if love is blind, love is blind. Y'all gonna have different backgrounds. Y'all two different people. She can't control what her family do. Do you want to be with her or not? But that's where the episode ends. I'll be right back with the next episode. So definitely check it out. Check out my other content. And be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.